Hi, W here. In today's video I'm going to show you how to change the wiper linkage on a 2006 Suzuki Wagon R. As you can see, the linkage is worn out and no longer stays attached to the wiper spindles. So let's get this repair started. First, remove the black caps covering the wiper nuts. You may find this easier with a screwdriver. I'm using a tack lifter here. The nuts holding the wiper arms on are 13mm. Make sure to hold the wiper arms where you break the nuts loose, otherwise they will move on you. Be careful here as you don't want to damage the windscreen. Now you have the nuts off, it's time to remove the wiper arms. To do this, take a firm grip and gently wiggle and pull the arm. Be careful not to pull too hard, no one wants a wiper in the face. Before we open the bonnet, we need to remove the two push pins. This is done by pushing in the centre pin and then pulling out the outer part, as you can see me do here in the video. Now it's time to open the bonnet and remove the last two push pins and the several other pins holding down the cover. The best tool to do this I found is a tack lifter, but you can also use a screwdriver or a small plastic pry bar. Now it's time to remove the cover. This is done by pulling up on the cover gently. It has two retaining clips that you cannot see, but just gently pull up and it will pop off. The next step is to remove the old linkage. This is done by pushing down on the linkage, as you see me do here in the video. This can be quite difficult on the driver's side as there's not much room. Unfortunately I struggled to get any footage of me removing the driver's side linkage. Once you have the old linkage removed, just pull it out through the gaps. Here you can see the new linkage compared to the old linkage and just how worn out the old linkage is. Here I am using an old rag to remove any grease off the wiper spindles. In hindsight it would have been easier to do this after removing the spindles, as I do in the next step. Now it's time to remove the wiper spindles. These are held on by three 10mm nuts. We now need to apply a small amount of grease to each of the connectors. Doing this will help us refit the wiper linkage more easily. Refitting the wiper linkage to the wiper spindles is an easy task, as it can only go on one way round. The easiest way to do this is by using a pair of water pump pliers. As you can see, I had a little fight with the pliers at the start, but just give them a gentle squeeze and you'll hear the connector click into place. Just repeat this step for the other connectors. The last connector will connect to the wiper motor that is still on the car. As you can see, that is 3 of the wiper connectors back on. The last bit we have to do on the car. Now it's time to refit the wiper spindles. This is done by sliding them in from the right hand side into their original locations and securing them with the 3 10mm nuts. It may take a bit of wiggling to get them in the right locations. Just bear with it, it won't take long. Just repeat this step for the left hand side. Fitting the last piece of the linkage to the wiper motor can be very difficult. I've done my best to give you the best angles I could get. As with the other linkages, it's just a matter of lining it up and then squeezing it with a pair of pliers until you hear a click. If you find that your wiper motor has stopped in a different location, you can use a 13mm spanner to move it round to an easier to access location. I moved to a pair of slip joint pliers here, as they were the only pliers I had that gave me the necessary access and leverage to make the connector click. After a quick test to test up the linkage and make sure it all works, it's now time to reassemble, starting with the cover. Line the cover up with the hidden tabs and just give it a gentle tap to secure it in place. Here's a quick reminder of where all the clips and push pins should go. Don't forget to reinstall the rubber seal. As you can see, this one is quite worn out. Unfortunately, I cannot find a new one to replace it. This will be okay for now, but as soon as I can find a new one, it will be replaced. Now just push in the push pins and the clips, and the cover will be securely fastened down. Push pins can be quite tricky to put back in. As you can see, they do go back in. Unfortunately, I lost one of the clips, as you can see here. I have replaced it since this video. All we have left to do is to put the wiper arms back on. This is done by wiggling them down onto the spindle and then securing them with a 13mm nut. Again, this can be quite a tricky procedure, but just keep on going and just be gentle and careful. Remember to hold the wiper round while you are tightening down the 13mm nut. Now to tighten down the other wiper arm, give it a quick test to make sure everything is working alright. As you can see, everything is working fine, so now I'm going to reinstall the caps over the wiper nuts. This can be quite a fiddly job, but it's now done. Thanks for watching until the end. If you'd like to see more from me, please sub to the channel, drop me a like and leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Once again, thank you for watching Dobby's Repairs. Have a great day.